The Spectrios Institute for Low Vision is a very special organization that provides hope and improvement for our clients with low vision. Through the support of individuals and organizations such as the Lions Club International, we're able to overcome barriers and change lives. People like Joe and Mark, who were kind enough to share their stories. Joe is a retired president from a manufacturing company. After retiring, he started a consulting firm. But soon he found that the progression of his macular degeneration was making it very difficult to do his work.
When I first came here to Spectrios, I met with Dr. Williams, and Dr. Williams, fantastic guy, really is. He kept encouraging me. He said, Joe, we got all kinds of tools in our tool belt, in our toolbox. He says, we've got everything that we can make your life so much easier. And they did. As I said, one of the things they showed me, the technical people here are phenomenal. And they showed me how the computer could read to me. I mean, you can go so big with font size, but and with my poor vision, I could only read a word at a time. Now the computer can read to me, and again, as I said, I can dictate to the computer, and it take my words and print it out for me. So this is able for me to go ahead and work rather than, like I said, sitting on the couch and waiting. I'm able to function as a viable asset, as a viable contributor to the world, to the economy, and to my family. If someone would come to me and tell me that they're having vision problems, and this doesn't have to be MD, macular degeneration, that I have. It's all types of poor vision. Spectrios, I would immediately say, you got to go to Spectrios. What I have and a lot of other people have of declining vision, there's no real cure right now. And so Spectrios can help them regardless of whether it's MD or glaucoma or whatever. There's all kinds of tools in their toolbox, as Dr. Williams likes to say. And I say, amen, so do good. I would tell them, you got to go to Spectrios.
Mark is a manager in the horticultural industry who was diagnosed with Stargardt disease in his 40s. As his disease progressed, he began facing more challenges, which he feared would ultimately prevent him from continuing his work.
Right away, the whole approach was how you can see the best with the glasses that they were putting on you. It's like you didn't have to look straight ahead and see what the E was or whatever, or you were allowed to tilt your head and kind of figure out how your eyes worked. My next visit was with their technology expert, and where I learned some of the things that were available, the accessibility features that were available on the iPhone and iPad. You know, for someone my age, it was primarily a phone. I checked the weather, maybe checked the sports, but I had no idea all the features that were on the phone that could help people with disabilities, especially vision. So I had no idea all that stuff existed, and I did see some of the stuff that was there, and being able to come here multiple times and have different workshops, different training sessions that they had here, I was able to pick up more things more quickly and really figure out which pieces of technology were going to be the most useful for me. Before I came here, there was a period of time where I think it was actually in the fall, maybe October, November, and I actually told my boss that I don't know if I'm able to make it through next spring because I was really struggling. And then learning about all the technology, all the things that were available. You didn't necessarily have to use your eyes to do things. You could use dictation, you could use voiceover, you could have things read to you. There's all kinds of apps that I never would have known about had I not come here that I use. And then to start being able to translate some of that stuff from the iPhone, iPad onto the computer I had at work, which was Windows-based, and be able to figure out how to use that technology has really really kept me functional, where a lot of people can't tell that I am legally blind.
With state-of-the-art technology, comprehensive methods, and dedicated people, Spectrios is uniquely qualified to provide our low vision clients with hope and improvement to enhance their lives.